guys, it's Mariella. Welcome back to my channel. So in one of my previous videos where I was showing you guys how to grow your small business by like growing your Instagram following, I told you guys that my small business was this close to generating 6 figures for the year. So like on the very first quarter, we are now on April 2022. So I was very close to generating 6 figures, $100,000, and I did. Woo, perfect. So I just wanted to come back to you guys and show you guys how I did it, how I did that, so you can learn from this and also implement it to your small business and, you know, grow. And straight off the bat, I'm gonna say, excuse what I'm wearing. I was just creating content for another brand that I'm trying to start, and I didn't feel like changing. So yeah, and that's another thing. I'm also gonna be making videos for you guys on like how I'm starting this other small business from scratch. So if you want to keep seeing valuable information on how to start and grow your small business, be sure you smash that subscribe button, follow me on Instagram, and just make sure you turn on that those post notifications so you know every time I drop a video, and you know, follow along with the journey so we can grow together. Okay, so it is April 2022 and my small business has thus far generated a little bit over $100,000. Okay, so I'm gonna break it down for you guys, like how much money I spent on marketing, how much money I spent on everything to be able to then generate a little bit over $100,000 in sales in pretty much a span of 3 months, because honestly, like, has been very like on and off. Like January, I was like marketing it for like 2 weeks, and then we ran out of inventory, and then February, like I was traveling, and then I couldn't like keep up with it, and then same thing March, I was like, it has been very on and off. And even though I have had like obstacles and like and I've still been trying to like figure things out, like we have still been able to like grow and generate that amount of money, and then to the point that, you know, we already see like the growth, like the potential in the growth, to the point that I'm already gonna be moving the business into a bigger warehouse, because even like the warehouse where I'm at now, like it's not big enough to hold enough inventory for like the amount of orders that I'm currently getting. So I'm just like, it's been a good beginning of the year. Trust me, it's been like an uphill battle. Like I feel like I could have been so much more further, but it still takes so much like figuring out, that I'm just telling you right now, it's all not like unicorns and rainbows. Like running a business is like, it's work. So with that said, in order to generate that amount of money, I have had to fulfill 1,854 orders, which in my opinion, guys, like that's not a lot. Like 1,854 orders, like I really do not think is a lot. Like I really do think like it's possible to convince way more people than that to buy your product if you do like good marketing. And the reason again that why I haven't been able to scale for more than that is because like I'm honestly at a spot where I'm not able to hold inventory, and I'm scared to like get 1 million orders and then not being able to fulfill them, you know. But like let's do the breakdown. It's April, so let's say it's been over a span of like the full like 4 months, right? So if it's 4 months times 30 days, it took me like 120 days to generate 1,854 orders. 1,854 divided by 120, that is literally only like 16 orders a day. That's not that crazy. Like I've only had to pretty much convince 16 people a day to buy my product. Like it's really not that crazy. Like this is really the way we should be thinking about these things. Like generating this amount of money, like you should really be breaking it down. Like if you want to generate X amount of money, how much, if you want to sell a product that is worth X amount, how many people do you got to convince every day to give you like, you know, X amount of money to then generate ultimately what you want to generate. So yeah, convincing 16 people a day to buy a $60, $70 product, I don't think is that crazy. Okay, so let me give you now the breakdown of how much money I had to spend in marketing, how much money I had to spend in like product cost or whatever. So there's this handy dandy Shopify app that like you input like all your expenses and whatever, and it'll like break it down for you. Let me see, you ever see that? Like, it'll break it down for you on like what went to what cost and like what percentage of that was it like from the overall. So this is a really convenient app. It's called Accountify. Like, if you guys are using Shopify, I would absolutely recommend you guys like use this app because it's pretty convenient. Like, it gives you like everyday breakdown of like how much profit you made, monthly, weekly, whatever. So right now I'm looking at the breakdown from January 1st to today, which is April 27th. So according to this, 29% of that $100,000 that I generated, 29% has gone to product cost. So that is about $32,000 that have gone to product cost. Specifically, the product cost was $15,000. Shipping cost was $14,000. And then the transaction fees, like the Shopify transaction fees, have been a little bit over $3,000. So guys, those do add up. And then ad spend, which is probably what you guys really want to know, how much money I have spent on Facebook ads to be able to generate that amount. So ad spend constituted of 34% of that money, of the $100,000 that was generated. So I have thus far this year, 2022, from January to April, I have spent on Facebook ads about $37,000. And guys, believe me when I tell you that is not a lot of money. Like, I know people, like, I think, let me see, if we're saying like $37,000 divided by 120, that means that my average ad spend, it's no more than like $300 a day. And that hasn't been the case because actually my average ad spend, I think, is anywhere between like 500 and an 800, because mind you, like, I will run ads for like 2 weeks and then stop because I'm out of inventory. Then I will run ads for like 2 weeks and then stop because I'm out of the country. And then I will run ads for another 2 weeks and then stop because I gotta travel again. And sometimes it's like I'm the one that's like running all the ads and handling all the ads. No one else within my family knows how to do that. So sometimes it's kind of annoying because if I'm abroad and I don't have like internet access, then I can't run ads. So that sometimes also like costs me money, because if I'm not running ads, I'm probably not making money. But yeah, guys, $37,000 worth of ad spend with like an average of $300 a day. That is not a lot. Like, I know people that are spending thousands and thousands of dollars a day, which, trust me, like, I want to get to that level, but it's so hard to scale to that level when you're the one like actually handling the inventory, actually making the product, like actually still doing everything. So I'm hoping like as we move to the bigger warehouse, I can like get employees in, whatever, and I'm hoping that I'm able to do that like in a month. Like, imagine generating $100,000 in 1 month. Like, how crazy would that be? I think it's possible. It's just like I have to like realistically be able to handle the amount of orders, you know? So yeah, that amount was spent on Facebook ads, and then profits were about 32% of that $100,000, which is profits were pretty much $35,000. So I mean, making $35,000 in 3 to 4 month span, I'm okay with that. But again, imagine doing that in 1 month. Imagine making $35,000 clean in 1 month. I like that idea. But yeah, guys, that is what I have done this year to be able to generate a little bit over $100,000 in about 3 to 4 months. I will be sharing more information, you know, making more videos in terms of like, you know, my Facebook strategy, how to generate sales, how, you know, what kind of creatives, like, guys, the creatives are so important for like generating sales and like legitimately like making people buy your product. And that's what I had to learn the hard way, like last year, 2021, and then, you know, bring that into this year. But I will be sharing more of that, you know, in upcoming videos. So absolutely be sure you smash that subscribe button. Be sure you turn on your post notifications. If you have any questions or any like video ideas, anything that you want me to make videos of, be sure to drop that in the comments down below. Also drop down your small business name. Let me know like what your small business is about, like what are your current struggles, where are you trying to take it. And other than that, I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.